Hey guys, Cash here and welcome back to the channel. So we're switching it up just a little bit on today's video. It's gonna be a little bit more vlog style. So I'm gonna be sharing 5 ways that my body has changed since becoming pregnant. Now, before I get into the 5 ways that my body has changed, I kind of wanted to just share some facts, I guess you could say, some stats about my pregnancy thus far, the questions that I get the most. So I'm gonna answer those questions first. I'm having a boy, yay. So my husband wanted a boy, I wanted a girl, and he got his boy first, which is fine, but it definitely gives us a reason to try again. Everybody says that baby boys are just the best. So I'm excited to kind of see if that holds true. So far, I've gained about 21 to 22-ish pounds. It kind of fluctuates. I started off my pregnancy at about 178. The first trimester, I lost about 8 pounds, and then I've slowly been working my way back up to like 200, like I'm right at 200. Hit 200 this week, and I was like, tear, but you know what? It is okay. I'm bringing life into the world. I'll share in another video my weight loss journey, but you know, I'm surprised that I'm not super triggered because at my heaviest, I was 235 pounds. And at my lightest, I was 159. So I've kind of been like all across the board in my experience weight-wise, but you know what? I feel good. I feel really good about my body and how I look and how I feel. So yeah, I'm 5'9". A lot of people wonder how tall I am. I'm actually 5'8" ¾ but I just decided to keep it simple, and I tell people that I'm 5'9". And as far as my workout, I do still work out. I do strength training about 4 times a week, 4 to 5 times, and then I usually will walk at least 5 miles, 4 to 5 miles once a week. Prior to pregnancy, I would strength train 4 to 5 times a week and then run about 12-ish miles a week, not all in one, but I would do like 3.5, 4 miles, 3 different times a week. I have not been able to keep up with my running, which has been a bummer because running was like such therapy for me, but I'll explain later on in the video why I was not able to keep up with my running. But that being said, let's jump into the 5 ways my body has changed since becoming pregnant. All right, so the first way that my body has changed since becoming pregnant are the sleepless nights. Like, oh my gosh, when I tell y'all the tossing and turning is real. Like, I feel like I toss and turn in the night, all night. And also just having to go to the bathroom. Like, even if I stop drinking water at a certain time, I still know I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. And then I'm also a trainer. I'm a yoga teacher and I'm a trainer, so I teach classes. And I found myself having like anxiety about oversleeping because I do have some early morning clients. And so I'll wake up at like let's say I have to train by 6 a.m. I'll find myself waking up at like 2:30, 4:30, 5, and then I'm like, okay, crap, it's 5:30. Now I actually need to get out of bed. So sleepless nights have definitely been a thing. Lots of tossing and turning. You guys see, I also have my notes here because pregnancy brain is real. Like, I will write out what I want to talk about and then completely forget that this is what I want to talk about. A lot of people have recommended getting a body pillow for sleeping, but honestly, that has just not been the fix for me. It's kind of comfortable, but nothing's like just getting a good night's rest. So for those of you guys who are gonna recommend that, thank you for the recommendation, but I've heard that so many times and I don't even know how to use it. You know, maybe I should Google how to use a body pillow as a pregnant woman, but when I do use it, I'll typically like fold it over and put it on my spine so I can lay on my back because I'm like a back sleeper, not a side sleeper. And so I'll usually like fold it so my upper half is elevated so I can kind of lay on my back a little bit as I sleep in the middle of the night. So sleepless nights are definitely real. The second thing is the heartburn. Oh my gosh, they told me about the heartburn, but I did not think that it would be so bad. My first experience with it was about at 3 months. 3 months in, I had really bad heartburn for the first time. And my dog is in here with me as I record. So if y'all hear some little tapping of the feet in the back, that's what that is. Heartburn. The heartburn has been like nearly intolerable. So I've realized that some of my favorites like onions, garlic, spicy foods, like those are my 3 faves. Like I cook almost everything with onions or garlic and ginger and spice. Like I love flavorful food. And so that's been really challenging that I've not been able to have a lot of my faves, or if I have my faves, I gotta pop like 2 Tums before, 2 Tums after to make sure the heartburn is not ridiculous. Another thing that causes really bad heartburn for me is like super oily foods. So I'm Liberian, West African, woo woo, shout out to LIB. And a lot of our foods, I hate to admit, are very oily, and our dishes will cause me heartburn because they're just a little bit more oily than my body is able to take. And then fried foods, but fried foods have caused me heartburn for honestly since I started my whole weight loss journey, which that will be in another video how that started. But the fried food, you know, heartburn has kind of always been a thing. So I don't really eat a lot of fried food anyways. But even if I happen to take a bite of something that was fried, my chest is on fire. I tell people that it literally feels like somebody struck a match and dropped it down my throat. All right, the third way my body has changed since becoming pregnant is that my clothes started to feel tight around like 22 weeks. I have not bought maternity clothes yet, and most of my clothes are pretty loose. Like I said, I'm a personal trainer, yoga teacher, wellness coach. So most of my clothes consist of like joggers, sweats, leggings, so super forgiving, right? All of my clothes are pretty forgiving. I don't really get dressed up that often, maybe once or twice on the weekend. And even then, you know, I found that I can just go up a size and not actually have to buy maternity clothes. So that's been kind of cool. It's so funny because I went to go see my mom like a couple weeks ago, and she looked at me and she was like, when are you gonna start to wear real maternity clothes? And I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? But anyways, so I found that going up a size has been really helpful. So I'm typically like a size small to medium, small in tops, medium, sometimes large in bottoms, but I've been way more comfortable just wearing large for my dresses, for my bottoms, and yeah, the looser shirts, the better. So mediums to large for shirts as well. The fourth way my body's changed since becoming pregnant is bending over. Like bending over became tough distinctly around week 26 and a half, like 26 going into 27. I was doing deadlifts with a friend and I just felt so much pressure on my stomach. Like it was just so hard to bend over and lift that weight up. Like it was a lot. And I did not think that bending over would become challenging for me because what I do for a living is so very physical. I didn't think that, you know, that would be something that would really change, but I would say around like 26 weeks going into 27, deadlifts and bending over just became so challenging. And the fifth way that my body has changed since becoming pregnant, and this kind of circles back to the beginning, is my nipples burn when I run. That was something that actually started to happen very early on, probably about week 4.5, 5. I'm sorry, month 4.5, month 5. So I probably would have been like 18, 20 weeks then. My nipples burned so bad and padding helped, but still it was like too irritating for me to continue. And on that note of like nipple pain and bras and padding, I have not worn a regular bra probably since month 6. I've just only been in sports bras. Luckily, if I do have to wear a dress, I just wear a dress with sleeves, so you can't really tell that I'm wearing a sports bra. But yeah, to get me to wear a regular bra at this point is just out of the question because it's just so uncomfortable. And I'm like, you know what? Comfort has always been my thing, even before pregnancy. But now that I'm pregnant, even more so. I'm like, I need to be comfortable. So those are the 5 ways that my body has changed since becoming pregnant. Again, I am 7 months. I'm 28 weeks going to 29 weeks. But if you're pregnant right now, let me know in the comments kind of what you've experienced, or if you've been pregnant before, let me know in the comments what you've experienced, your high moments, your low moments. Hope to be able to share my birth story with you guys. And if y'all like this little vlog type of video, let me know that in the comments as well, because I would love to create more and kind of share more of what my pregnancy journey has been like, what my birthing journey will be like, and what my first child having experience will be like. I'm more than happy to share that with you guys as well. But yeah, that is 5 ways that my body has changed since becoming pregnant. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced any similarities and what your biggest change since pregnancy has been. If you've been pregnant, are pregnant, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch y'all on the next one. Take care.